Today, I'm talking about independence from your eating disorder. Independence is freedom from the need of others' approval. I hope today's message inspires you. This one's for you, sis. Let's go. Hey girl, welcome to the Her Best Self podcast. I'm Lindsey, former competitive figure skater and perfectionist, turned God-led imperfect boy mom and digital CEO. If you find yourself constantly thinking about food and wondering if you'll wake up one day free from the obsessive thoughts and behaviors controlling your life, then I've created this podcast for you because I know exactly what it's like to be a downright hot mess trapped in a destructive cycle of disordered eating. I finally found freedom, and you can too, girlfriend. So if you're ready to heal your relationship with food and body and break the chains of control and show up in your best health, then grab your favorite Tarjay journal and let's get to it so you can start living your best life as your best self. I want to start by just saying happy independence. Fireworks, parades, barbecues, picnics, whatever you guys do. Family time as we celebrate this U.S. holiday of Independence Day, which commemorates the ratification of the Declaration of Independence. It was 7/4/1776. And here in the U.S. of A., we are celebrating the Day of Deliverance. Because on July 2nd of 1776, the Continental Congress voted in favor of independence. And 2 days later, on the 4th, the Declaration announced the political separation of the 13 North American colonies from Great Britain. But I'm not here to give you a history lesson. I actually wanted to bring a message of freedom, of independence, and of hope, of breaking away from the oppressive rule. In your case today, friend, in breaking free from disordered eating and your eating disorder. So today I wanted to share with you the famous Stephen Covey. He wrote one of my most favorite books, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and he is an empowerment expert. And he talks about how every human has 4 endowments, 4 qualities: self-awareness, a conscience, independent will, and a creative imagination. And he says that these give us the ultimate human freedom, the ultimate independence, the power to choose, the power to respond, and the power to change our lives. Today, I'm going to start with these 4 different qualities because how you embrace them in your own life will determine your personal freedom story and journey. And it's going to help you distinguish between your reality and an illusion of what the eating disorder has allowed you to believe is your reality. These qualities, sis, they govern the overall quality of your life. And if they're not working for you, if they're not in truth with who you are and all that you're meant to be in this planet, you will stay chained and you will never see freedom. But I believe that you have the power that's in you right now to choose, to respond, and to change so that you can live a life of independence. Independence is actually freedom from the need of everyone else's approval. And aren't you tired of living up to everyone else's expectations, or at least trying to live up to everybody else's expectations and constantly feeling like a failure? I know I was, and that's where grace had to come into my life. Grace, not perfection. So let's start with these 4 qualities, and I'm going to break these down for you. Number 1 is self-awareness. This allows you to think about your thoughts and to take responsibility for where you are right now, where you've been, and to reprogram yourself to where you want to go next. Sis, it's time to get self-aware. It's time to realize that this is the key to freedom. I want you to go back to the best self statement. I actually have the best self statement. It's pinned in our private Facebook community, herbestselfsociety.com. I want you to write your statement. And if you're new to the best self statement, I encourage you to go listen to episode 51, Why Do Some Find Freedom from Disordered Eating and Others Don't? Plus the best self-reflection that is going to ensure that you find yours. In that episode, I really break down the importance of reflecting on this self-awareness. And it's so incredible what you can do when you start embracing what it is that you actually want for your life and what you no longer want in your life. The second quality is a conscience. We all have one. It's your internal guidance system that allows you to sense right from wrong, that allows you to tie actions to your highest values, your true north compass, some might call it. And I truly believe that this internal conscience system is jaded when you have your eating disorder in the driver's seat of your life, because you're viewing everything from the lens of these false ideals, these false beliefs, these false values, and you're not even presently realizing it. And so, sis, I want you to honor your true north today. The third quality is independent will. This is your capacity to act. This is where many in recovery get stuck. But the good news is that if you are listening to this podcast today, girl, you have a drive. You have a powerful part of you that wants out and wants to break free, truly starving for independence. But this part of you is your saving grace. It's going to allow you to break the patterns, to break the chains, to talk back to that voice inside your mind and to choose differently. And it's time that you leverage that will for your favor and your best future self. Number 4 is creative imagination. This is what gives you purpose. These are your dreams beyond your current reality. And the sad truth is that if you're living chained in the disorder, it's really hard to have any sort of creative imagination because you're living and acting in the current reality, your current false place, your current false narrative. If you can get past that, if you can start dreaming again, if you can reflect, this is when you can truly change your life, because your brain just needs to imagine. It doesn't need to fully experience where it is you're headed, because it is unknown, right? But if you can imagine a reality, a life where you're not obsessive about calories, you're not obsessive about your weight or what you look like in a picture or what other people think of you, if you can imagine a life free of all of those thoughts gone, or at least diminished, that's a start. So when your willpower is attached to your creative imagination, nothing can stop you. You're unstoppable. Today, I want to make this message short and sweet, but I want to leave you with this as you reflect on what you truly want for your life and what freedom could look like for you from your eating disorder. Instead of remaining enslaved to the thoughts of not being capable, not being enough, for recovery not being possible for you, try this on instead and see where it takes you this week. What's the best that could happen? I'm going to repeat it again, sis. What is the best that could happen? If I surrender control, what's the best that could happen? If I sit with my dreams and imagine life without unhealthy behaviors that are currently driving my life, what's the best that could happen? If I stop counting calories or weighing myself, or I allow myself to become the natural version of me that I know that I'm supposed to be in my heart, what's the best that could happen? Fears keep us stuck. The fear of weight gain is real, and I'm not minimizing it, but it kept me stuck for so long. The truth is, these are those handcuffs. The fear of handcuffs around you, and you have the key. You have the key, no one else. Freedom isn't really free, girl. It's not freely given. It's won by you, but you don't have to go at it alone. So today, I want you to honor you. I want you to stand up with independence and put on the full armor. Ephesians 6:10-18 says this: "Finally, be strong in God and His power. Put on the full armor so that you can take your stand against the enemy. For your struggle is not against flesh and blood, but it is against rulers, authorities, power of darkness in this world, and against spiritual forces of evil." Insert that eating disorder. "Therefore, put on the full armor so that when the day of evil comes, you're able to stand your ground. And after you've done everything to stand your ground, stand firm with the belt of truth that is buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness that is in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from peace. In addition to all this, take up your shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all of those flaming arrows that the evil one is throwing you. And then take the helmet of salvation and the word of the Spirit, which is the word of your God. Sis, this is what I want to leave you with today. You are more than enough. You have everything you need right now to break the chains of this disorder. Your independence is freedom from the need of other people's approval and of your very own approval. So today, I want you to know that with this self-awareness, with this conscience that you have inside of you, your independent will and your creative imagination, you can find ultimate freedom in your life. It's time that you take the next step to choose to respond and to change. So start asking the question, what's the best that could happen? And when those thoughts come into your mind, trying to hijack, leaving you thinking doubtful, leaving you discouraged and not enough, I want you to tell her to sit down and be quiet, because today is the day that you are going to start thinking about what is the best that could happen. So while I hope that you enjoyed fireworks and enjoyed time with the people that you love, I want you to honor your very own independence, your very own declaration of truth, your very own deliverance. Friend, I love you. I'm here for you. And if you're looking for a recovery coach, you're looking for somebody that can help you along your path, that is what I do. And I get email after email asking, Lindsey, can you help me? I want to make sure that we are the right fit. So what I ask is that if you're looking for a coach, you go on out to herbestself.co. You can fill out a client application right there on my website, and we can see if we're a good fit for each other, because the reality is I want to be able to show up and truly help you change your life, but you have to walk the walk and do the steps. You have to be open to that. And so it's really important we get to know each other. And if I can't help you, I will certainly point you to somebody who can. And friend, if I am not the coach for you, that's totally cool too. I have coaches on my team that can help support you. Reaching out for help is so important. It truly is a step in the right direction. And so if you're kind of in the messy middle and you feel like, I should be further along than I am, or I hear and listen to all your shows and it's so inspiring, but I'm just still stuck in this mess, today I want you to ask yourself, what's the best that could happen? What's the best that could happen if you worked toward your recovery with someone who has walked the path and been right where you are? That's the game changer, friend. Today, I just want to say thank you so much for your listen. Remember to walk the walk this week and honor you with asking what's the best that could happen. All right, girl, I'll chat with you real soon. Bye for now. Oh, friend, thank you so much for letting me share what was on my heart today. My hope for this podcast is to help more women find freedom from food and body. If this has empowered or blessed you, let me know. I'd be honored for your rating and review of my show, and I'd love to connect with you in my private Facebook community. You really can move from perfection to purpose. Let's break the chains together. I'll help navigate the way. Until next time, bye for now, girl.